Ugh. Ugh. Morning. I shouldn't say morning because it's 9:25 p.m. on a Saturday. But I'm going to say good morning anyways. Welcome to this is kind of the pre-live stream, I guess, because technically the live stream doesn't start officially until 9:30. But I appreciate you clicking on the live stream regardless. So, before we do the whole official thing, which I guess I could start anytime, I'm looking at the chat and I'm going to answer and respond to any questions and comments. We'll make this kind of a part of the Q&A experience, getting into the experience, if we will. We already have a lot of viewers, so thank you to each and every one of you for joining. I'm going to pop my face up momentarily, but hey, sometimes you need to see the little logo for a sec. So, you know what? I think I will pop up my face because why not? I do have the live chat, so I will answer some questions, and then we'll get started in the rest of the jazz that we have going on for this prepared evening. So, leave any questions or comments or things you want to talk about in the comments. I am going to read off some of your stuff, and then we're going to jump into the essence of tonight's live stream. I hope you guys will like it, and I have more live streams planned, and I do have some updates, and I want to make sure to get to those at some point. One update is, and I know that particularly involves live streams, and that is the fact that YouTube is getting rid of Google Hangouts, this that I'm using right now. Ooh, 3D. Google Hangouts is going to be not partnering with YouTube. I think it's actually going away come August 1st. So I only have a couple more weeks to use this software. I'm going to have to get a different software, and then we're going to live stream via that. So hopefully that will actually enhance the experience, but we'll have to wait and see. So let me read a couple comments, and then we're going to jump into the video or the stream, I guess. Matthew Garcia asks, do you think we will get a lighthouse theme? I don't know. I would love to get a lighthouse theme because I think it'd be cool, especially if they could make it really tall in some of the big stores. There is a haunted lighthouse in Florida where I live. It's actually in St. Augustine, and it's one of the most notorious ghost sighting spots in the United States. So worth a check out if you're ever in St. Augustine. You can see the lighthouse from, there's like a fort. You can see the lighthouse from the fort. Have you watched, Haunter's Corner asks, have you watched Jack Frost before? I've seen both Jack Frosts, whether you're talking about the Polite Christmas one, but you're probably talking about the Murderous Snowman one. Yes, I've seen that one. I actually have it on DVD, and it's a good movie. Like, it's not actually good, but it's stupid good. So, yeah. Cinema of the Dead says, hey, what's up, Haunt-former? What is up, my dude? We got a bunch of highs. I'm just going to do a blanket hello to everybody. Valesky asks, do you remember the first prop you owned? If so, what was it? Oh, man. Well, when I was a kid, I had a little bobblehead skeleton, I called it. You can watch the video Haunt-former and Mac, My Story, which will show pictures of that particular skeleton. But if you're talking about first animatronic, then I think I'm going to have to give that one to the Death Crawler from Spirit 2007, 2008. That was one of the first. I had that way back in like second grade. That good times, good times. I used to draw them in class, and the teachers didn't like that. What's your Orca Beast asks, what's your favorite creepypasta? You know, I'm debating doing a ranking of my creepypasta preferences. Favorite creepypasta. It's really hard, man, because there's so many good ones. There's one really short one called The Staircase or The Wheelchair or something. It's really short, but every time it gives me chills. That one's a really good one. Slender Man's an iconic one. There's a bunch. I really would just have to go in depth with those. Candle Cove, some really high quality ones. I don't know if you've heard of Hoodlum's Revenge. Check out his channel. He's a big into creepypastas and stuff. He does some really good ranking videos that I try to watch every Halloween, so I recommend him. Let's keep going. I've been watching around, Gruesome Shadow says I've been watching around 300 subscribers. Well, I appreciate you. You've been around for quite some time then. Hang on one sec. Just refreshing it to make sure I get an accurate number. Wow, 51 people. Thank you to all 51 of you. You know who you are. Thank you. Would you ever go to the Stanley Hotel? Super Panda asks. Which, if you don't know what that is, that's the hotel that The Shining was based off of, my favorite horror film. I would love to go to the Stanley Hotel. It would take a little finessing to get there, but if I'm ever in the area, yes, it's on my bucket list. Stairs, is that what it's called? Stairs, I love that one. That's what it's called. Evil Pumpkin asks, what's your favorite new animatronic? We're going to get there. Just hang tight. First live stream. If this is your first live stream, thank you and welcome aboard. Let's see. Isaac Cotton says, how did you get into knowing that Halloween was the best thing for you on YouTube? Quite honestly, Isaac, I didn't. I haven't done Halloween on YouTube for views or for subscribers, truthfully. Now it's become more of a business, kind of, but I still don't treat it as such. To me, I've loved doing what I do on YouTube, not because of it makes money or because I get ad revenue or I get views. I don't really care. I love what I do, and I would do it regardless. When I started, I had maybe 100 subscribers, and if you've been here way back, you will remember that I did not get many views. And over time, I've grown in popularity, obviously, so I really owe it to you guys and to God for that growth of the channel, and I couldn't do it without you. Do you watch Dead Meat? Hunter's Corner asks. Of course, I do. Dead Meat James. Ben Drowned, Ethan Wonderly said. I do like. I haven't fully read Ben Drowned. I've listened to parts of it on YouTube. I heard it's a great one. So I'm about to jump into the stream content. I'm going to get back to more Q&A stuff a little later. Wow, 60 people. All right, we better jump into the content for tonight. So if you've read the title of this stream, we are talking very specifically about this year's sneak peeks thus far. Because if you didn't know, today is the 13th of July, which is almost perfectly halfway of the month. July has 31 days, give or take 30. Subtract a day to get 30. Half of 30 is 15. So you're figuring right around this time is the half of the month, halfway point. So I'm going to be ranking the animatronics thus far. I might make this into a video eventually, but on the stream, I wanted to specifically rank them and talk about the pros and the cons to original animatronics and props and licensed characters, because there seems to be a big debate amongst people which type is better, which type is worse, and there's not really a definite answer, but I just wanted to talk about why people prefer different avenues of props. Then I want to hear your guys' favorites of the animatronics and the least favorites and what could have been improved with some of these props. As always, if you haven't, please subscribe, because I do make coverage of all of the new stuff. And I want to say also a big thank you to you guys for really supporting my new series and show, I guess. I was going to say show. My new series and show called Haunt-tober, which is kind of a news show, but I want to make it as chill as I can. So it's a very news show, and it's talking about all things horror and Halloween and haunt industry. So if anything you find online that you think could be covered, send me an email of it and it might be featured in an episode. I'm at least going to do one of those a month. But if there's enough news that I feel like I could cover, I will make additional episodes. I'm already getting news ready for next time's video, but I had a big amount of positive feedback with the first episode, so it sounds like a series that's going to be staying for quite some time, which is pretty special to me, I think, because I've wanted to do a news show like that called Haunt-tober for quite a while. So thank you guys. So I'm going to go to the Spirit Halloween website and we're going to talk about their new stuff. I'm also going to be going to Grandin Road's website. And if you don't know what that is, stay tuned. I'll get there. So give me 1 sec. I have to screen share and we will jump into the content. Here we go. Okie dokie. So let me back out of this. Oh, yeah, I want to go to that. All right. So we're going to take a little trip down memory lane and we're going to go to spirithalloween.com. If you weren't on the stream last time, we actually went to the Wayback Machine and we took a look at Spirit in its younger days. And I think that was pretty interesting and fun. So again, if you are just joining me now, thank you for watching. So far, we've just kind of had a Q&A. We've kind of chatted about random stuff. And now we are going to get into the meat and cheese of our live stream of terror. So this is Spirit Halloween's website. I'm sure you've been there many times. We almost are at 100 days until Halloween. Let that soak in. Stores are getting their stuff in, if you're not aware. Michael's is getting their stuff in already, but their Lemax stuff comes in this Friday, so on the 19th. And Big Lots will be getting their stuff in soon. Cracker Barrel's actually getting theirs in by Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So lots of stuff coming out. As you can see, Spirit likes to put their most popular, most banging stuff right here on the front. If you haven't, check out the pre-season sales. They do these usually every year, but it's cool to see what new stuff they get. So, for example, really the main two things I look at are masks and decor. I've already looked at the masks. They don't really have too many. So they have inflatables. They still have the Towering Reaper. So if you haven't gotten your claws on him, he's only 124, and I've heard great things. So check him out. Also, the Roaming Teddy will be coming out soon. Or, I mean, not will be coming out soon. Will be probably going away soon because he's on sale, which is a little sad, but I wasn't a huge fan of him. Anyways, Flapping Bat, the Fogging Skull and stuff. So we're just kind of looking at sale items. Usually nothing stand out. The only thing that really stood out to me when I was looking is the 2.5-foot live wires because I love those. If you don't have those yet, I highly suggest you get some because they really make a scene. So again, also some people are mentioning that the screen share might be a little blurry. If that's the case, please let me know. I do apologize about that, though. I don't really have any control over it, so I do apologize. Maybe if I stop scrolling so quickly. Let's just get into the main stuff that you want to see, the animatronics. Who doesn't? So there have been a grand total of like 8 or 9 so far, but there have been some repeats, and I haven't talked about all of those yet, so now you can hear my opinions on them, and we can talk. Please be nice and all that jazz in the comments when discussing your opinions and all that good stuff. So let's start at the beginning. The Terror Dog. What can I say that hasn't already been said? He's expensive, but he is a licensed Ghostbusters prop. I love me Ghostbusters. I won't be getting him, though, because he is super expensive. And this is really more for a die-hard Ghostbuster collector, someone who can afford this and who has a great place to display it. He's just too big and too expensive to justify a purchase for me, but I do love Ghostbusters, so that's pretty cool. And that's probably how most people feel about him. Rotten Ringmaster and the Tug of War I've kind of talked about already. I also saw them at the HauntCon, so I'm not going to get too into detail with them. Uh, the Cerberus has returned. I didn't make a video covering Cerberus. If you didn't know, the three-headed dog is coming back, and there's not really too much to say other than that's cool. I'm glad Cerberus is returning. He was a popular prop when he debuted several years ago, and I think he will again be an interesting prop to have. It's kind of weird that he's coming back. Perhaps he has some tie-in with the themes. I don't know. To me, the Cerberus dog kind of feels like some sort of hellish creation. So not sure if they're going to do a hellish theme, but will be interesting to see. We also are having Double Trouble returning, and it appears in stores. Double Trouble is a really cool prop. I wanted to get him last year. I didn't. But who knows? Maybe I'll get him this year, if not for something else. But they are very cool. And I'm assuming they were pretty popular last year because they're back. I'm not sure if Pumpkin Patch Prowler. Oh, he's online only. Never mind. R.I.P. He definitely was kind of a disappointment in stores. I don't know how you guys felt, but he looked way too plasticky. At least that's how I felt regarding him. Wow, 70 people. Thank you guys. This is awesome. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. And if you need, go get a drink, go get snacks. I don't mind. Here we have Bloodthirsty Betty, actually one of my favorites of the last several years, perhaps. Not my favorite, but definitely up there. I'd maybe even say top 10 of the past several years. She just has this really creepy look. The face has a lot of detail in it, and I like the way she's kind of positioned because it gives you a lot of creativity and license for it. She also is expected to ship on or before tomorrow. So if you've pre-ordered her, and let me know in the comments if you have, I would like to know if you get a notification that she got shipped, because I would love to see a video of someone getting her in person. I always think seeing someone get it is a great way of deciding if you should order something or not. So, oh good, glad you got some snacks. Yeah, let me know if you guys had gotten her, but I think for the price, which is a very reasonable price tag, again, she's 2.2 foot, but she's a kid, so take that into consideration. Cool animatronic nonetheless. Oh, was it in August? My bad. Oh, 8. Never mind. Dang. Well, that just probably means she's going to be there when the store is open. That's all that means. So just keep that into consideration. Up next, yeah, sorry. I thought that was this month. Dang it. That would have been cool to get it early like that. Well, who knows? Maybe she'll ship early. Here we have Arctic Dragon. I did a video covering him last night. There's not really too much to say. It's going to be cool that he's coming to stores and everything. I'm not big into dragons, as you may or may not know. Where is arms, by the way? I know he has feet, but usually dragons have arms and the wings. Regardless, though, he looks really cool. But as you'll see in a moment when I look at the Grandin Road stuff, there is a cooler dragon. But this one's definitely at least somewhat affordable. The Grandin Road one's just ridiculous in the price. All right, now we're down to the last of the monsters. Here we have the 6.3 foot Twisty the Clown. I know a lot of people have talked about him, and he's probably overall the least popular of the animatronics, or of the props, because he's not in animatronics. Uh, he's cool. The detail's good, but that price is not justifiable for what you get. And I don't feel like there are enough American Horror Story fanatics to purchase him. I know a lot of people who really like the show, but I don't think they would be willing to pay $200 to get a Twisty. Maybe that's just me. Maybe some people really do. I don't know. Still interesting, though. It's not horrible. Yeah, you're right. It's not a horrible price. All right, now we're down to perhaps the one of the most fan favorites of this year, Experimental Eddie. And notice he's the same price as Twisty, and he does a lot more. As if you've seen the videos, you know he does quite a bit. I'm not gonna play the audio because my headset's connected. I mean, I can hear him, but you can't. I mean, with all that motion and everything, he definitely, I at least thought was going to cost a lot more than that, at least like 230 to 250. But I'm very glad that Spirit kept him modest in price. Very cool prop. Now on to perhaps. Oh, can you guys hear him? You can hear him. Is it like clear audio? Because usually it won't let you guys hear it whenever I play it through my headset. Like, is it loud and everything? Like, interesting. Oh, kinda. Yes. All right. Well, I guess that worked. Well, let me know with the other videos. If you ever can't hear something, please tell me. All right, now we're on to Sam. And I think it goes without saying that Sam is the most popular animatronic of the year so far. I mean, look, how could you resist that face? He truly is the most popular. And it's interesting because I feel like not many people talk about the movie Trick or Treat. It's such a good movie. If you guys have seen it, it really is a great work of horror and fiction. And he has a cool look, this prop. I mean, that face is a little weird, but it is weird in the movie too. So I'm not gonna really. He's an odd character, but very iconic. I've been waiting a long time for a Sam. I will tell you this though: if you want Sam, I would suggest getting him early. Okay, because he is going to be a big seller. I can just imagine. I'll play his video. I imagine he's going to be a big seller, and if you want one, I suggest you get one as soon as the stores open or pre-order it, better yet. Great animatronic. Now, some people have pointed out that he is a little robotic in his movements. He is slightly, but to me, it has a good charm to it. It reminds me of a prop that would have been made years ago at Spirit Halloween. Not sure if you guys feel, not sure how you feel about that. One other interesting thing I want to point out, which was actually pointed out by other people, not me. I can't remember who it was, but if it was you, feel free to credit yourself. Always appreciate you guys. But if you okay, so I guess now you guys can't hear that. That's okay. I'll figure that out. Uh, the lolly. I mean the. Here's the audio weird. Here, let me. Okay, okay, you can hear me. All right, sorry about that. Audio issues. What was I talking about? Oh, so if you look down here, you can see this is the base that he's standing on. You see how it's black? It's like a black plastic base, right? Okay, keep that in mind. If you go to the stock photos, he actually has a metal frame base. So if I had to take a guess, I'm assuming this will be the final version that you'll get when you buy it. I'm assuming this was either the prototype or they put that on it for some reason, because it seems like most props now come out with this sort of base rather than this kind of base. By the way, check out Mr. Halloween Junkie. His thing popped up in my feed. So yeah, that's Sam from Trick or Treat. Definitely, in my opinion, my favorite of the new sneak peeks, because overall, he's the one that I want to purchase the most, in case you guys were wondering. But in a close second, I would say, is Bloodthirsty Betty. I also think she's a great animatronic as well. I already pre-ordered the Chucky doll, if you did or didn't know. So obviously he was kind of my favorite, but he doesn't really count. He's more of because I like Chucky, but I also love Sam, so that's why. Finally, we are on to the last animatronic, the newest release from Spirit, and that is the 7-foot Crouchy the Clown. And I was about to say Crotchy the Clown because so many people have made jokes saying he's Crotchy the Clown because his like hands are like positioned in a weird way. His entire body is too. Now, I'm going to look at the description because I bet you, okay, he's 84 inches in height, 34 in width, 23 in depth. So he's several feet wide, but he's not as wide as we think he is. He's mostly just tall. All right? Now, I do like the look of him. I think the look is probably the best part, especially that face is really disturbing. So, when I made my video, I don't want you guys to think that I hate him, but he's definitely not worth 229. He to me would be worth 199, I think. And I know people are like, "But the size, he's so big." Yeah, but it's just a big metal frame with a clown costume on it. You're probably not going to hear his audio very well. I'm just going to mute it. Uh, but just like the way he moves is like bizarre. It looks like he's Shia LaBeouf. I like the look of him. Don't get me wrong. I think it'll be cool to see in stores, no doubt. I hope I eat my words. But as it stands, he's definitely my least favorite out of these new animatronics. I think he's maybe a better value than Twisty, but but Twisty was an animatronic. Out of the new animatronics, he's my least favorite. Then Eddie, then Bloodthirsty Betty, and then Sam. But I think for people who love clowns and really want a new animatronic clown, this very well could be the one you want. And I'm not going to argue with that because people like what they like. And I think that's cool. I bought a flippin' alien for like $200. And you know what? That's just, that's how it goes. People like what they like. Now, I am going to unplug my headphones for a moment. Hear me. If you can, leave a little comment, leave a little like, because I have another place that I'm heading to right now. A little place called YouTube. This is kind of meta. You're watching a YouTube stream on YouTube. Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me. Because the reason is I am going to go to a little place called Grandin Road. And the reason I'm going to Grandin Road is they're sometimes underappreciated when it comes to their Halloween gig. Let's flick it over to this, to their new videos. So Grandin Road, if you didn't know, they also release some, I guess you could call them sneak peeks for their Halloween stuff. But their their props are very high in price, but we are going to go through them. So bear with me, and we're going to get to each of these. By the way, I have a little update. Check out Mr. Halloween Junkie. Check out all of these really cool people, by the way. So let's start with, where should I start? These are all from like a year ago. So I guess let's start at the lame ones. No, I shouldn't say lame. These are cool, but you've seen this a million times. Okay, so you have that zombie groundbreaker. I don't even have to go through these. You guys know the drill. There's a few groundbreaker zombies. You've seen these before. This one's been at Target. This one's been on Oriental Trading, and you know, there is a swinging bat. I think the bat is cool. Thank you, Matt. Hope you like binging it. I think the bat's cool. I think he's like $40. That's not terrible. Bats usually freak people out. Here you have some little luminaries. These little enter if you dare. It's cute, I guess, for your house. I'm not really as big into the house decor. I like the scary stuff, as most of you do. This one's kind of interesting as well. I like this. This is an interactive
I'm a witchy woman, don't you?
witch and a cat.
I went to all ghoul school. Be careful, or I'll put a spell on you.
This one's definitely more for people who like the cuter side of Halloween, which there are some people out there. Again, I'm not as big into the witch stuff. Now, in terms of witches that I do like, this new style that they've been doing, I do actually like. The faces are creepy enough to justify it being scary.
Remove that smile from your pretty face. Huggles and haggardash and eyes of a crow.
So yeah, you have those characters. This one is a celestial crystal ball, which there's not really too much to say. It's like one of those ones you can get at like Spencer's Gifts that like kind of is like an orb with like electricity in it. I like that the skeleton hands are holding it. That kind of makes it more unique. But yeah, so it's cool like that. It's just not really for me. Oh, it's not skeleton hands, it's witch hands. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but knowing Grandin Road, that thing's probably like $400. No, but they are very expensive. All right, here's the Dark Knight Dragon that I discussed in my dragon video. I love the look of him because he has that darker color scheme. I think he's definitely more menacing. Neat one. Again, he's $500 on Grandin Road's website, so definitely a no, but I do like the dark color scheme rather than... You know what I would like to see, actually? The only dragon prop that would be cool is if they had a dragon like this, but it was like smoldering zombie. Somebody sketched this. I feel like this would be a really cool idea, like smoldering zombie, or like that's the smoldering pumpkin guy that came out last year that looks like that, like orange and black, but it's a dragon, like a lava dragon. I feel like that would be cool. All right, here we have a little head-turning raven. It's kind of neat because it's like a statue, like a white stone statue. Very neat. Very neat. And yes, I did see the trailer for Dr. Sleep. And everybody, let's be cool in the comments. All right, let's go to the animated vintage Halloween radio. I actually like this one quite a bit.
Dracula.
It has like old audio, which, you know, I love that stuff.
Carriage is pulled up in the courtyard of a vast ruined castle. I am
Dracula. That's a neat one. Check that one out. I've had a lot of people discussing this one because they think it's like cute and kind of cool.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight.
I mean, I love the monster mask, don't get me wrong.
Began to rise, and suddenly,
If it was a little bit scarier and, I don't know, I would like it more. Still cute. I think this one's like for families and stuff. So if you like have children, that one might be good. All right, here's the antique phone. I saw this at Walmart last year, actually.
Are you having a happy Halloween? It's
cool.
Looks like you are from where I'm standing, right outside your window.
Here's my little issue with this kind of stuff. I love it, and I would definitely have gotten it had it not have the skeleton hand. Now, I love skeletons, so that's not the reason why. The reason is I like it when it looks authentic and then becomes creepy, but this already looks creepy, and with the skeleton hand, it's very quite obvious and phony that it's a Halloween decoration. Had it just looked like an old rotary phone, it would have been so much better. Just my opinion, and I wish they'd do that with more of those antique-looking props. Same goes with the radio. Wish it didn't have the skull on the front. I wish it just looked like a radio. All right, next up. This is actually one of their best ones that they've got. Now, can anyone tell me how much they are selling this for, because I don't want to open up the tab. Can somebody check for me and tell me how much they're selling animated cracking mirror for? It's a cool prop, but I don't know how much it is. Anyways, let's just play. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. Like, it makes glass breaking noises, and then it obviously looks like, I mean, you can tell it's just a light inside, but it looks cool. Let's hope. You know what? I'm going to check it right now. I'm just going to open it in a new tab. Hey, look, I have my comment right there. All right, let's please, fingers crossed that it's affordable. Come on, Grandin Road. You could do it, buddy. I believe in you, Grandin Road. Come on. Yes. Okay, it's not terrible. 129. It's just a mirror with lights in it. Yeah, what do you guys think? It's kind of expensive. 129. Dang. Yeah, it's not the best. All right, up next, I'm going to show this just because, I don't know, this is classic to me. Crawling monster hand. I love the crawling monster hand. I always have. It's just a cool little piece. I love when there's like 50 of them in a room. It's like Minions, but they're all just hands. Or if you like Addams Family, you can always go for... That kind of is ASMR to me, by the way, the little hand clicking. All right, here we have the animated deluxe birdcage. Now, someone already commented that this is expensive, and I believe you. If this is anything over like 50 bucks, that's way too much. But I'm pretty sure it's like 150. What a rip. Sorry, Grandin Road. I mean, I love your stuff, but your pricing's just really bad. See, Grandin Road's made more for like rich housewives that can afford this stuff. Anyways, let's go to the final one. Yeah, 169. What a ripoff. This is the best one that they've got by far.
I'm gonna show you something.
I love it for so many reasons. One, it's an old camera. I already like old cameras. And it flashes. Two, it plays I always feel like somebody's watching me, which is a great song, and I've always loved that song. And it has a skeleton on the photo. But four, it has the original audio from the Face Ripper, the Jemmy Face Ripper. That's so funny that they use this same audio. Listen.
I'm gonna show you something.
The camera's 50 bucks. Yeah, so apparently the camera's 50 bucks. It's not terrible, honestly, for what Grandin Road would charge. So that's okay. So that was Grandin Road's Halloween. Now you know my thoughts on their stuff. I was gonna make a video on it, but honestly, most of this stuff, in my opinion, is rather lackluster. Some of it's cool, like the camera's kind of cool, and the mirror is cool, but the prices are just not there. So let me go back to my screen for a second. Where did I put it? Hang on one second. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, whoa. So here's the deal. Now let's get to another part of the stream, comparing licensed props to original props. So in the comments right now, I want you to comment, do you prefer licensed? And when I say licensed, I mean a copyrighted character as a prop. So anything from a movie like Michael Myers, anything from a show like Twisty, anything that is an established character. Or do you prefer an original prop? Let me know right now in the comments, and then I'll let you know what I think. Okay, so we got 1 vote original, 1 vote both. Original. Yeah, it is hard. Both, original, both, original, 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 both, original, licensed, original. So it sounds like mostly original and both. Not a lot of licensed, which I kind of expected. Here's what I think about it. I think overall original is usually better, not all the time. But if you are a fan of the film that the character's from, suddenly a licensed character becomes one of the coolest. At least to me, I think. Notice this year, the most popular one, the most popular 2, I should say, one is a licensed and one is not. Eddie is an original character, and Sam is an established character from a film. What are the pros and cons to a licensed character? A licensed character, the number one pro is a recognizable character and a recognizable face. When you have a bunch of random zombies and monsters from Spirit Halloween on your front lawn or decorating for your house or for Halloween, people go, oh, that's cool. But if you have a character that people have seen before, like Michael Myers or Freddy or Sam, instantly people are going to be drawn to it because they are familiar with that character. That's the biggest pro. The con is also the pro. People are familiar with it, so they're not as scared by it. When you go through a haunted house, is it creepier to see some weird thing that you've never seen before or Michael Myers? Probably the thing you've never seen before because you've never seen it. It's weird, it's bizarre, it's scary. You've seen Michael Myers 50 times from all the movies. He's not going to have the same impact. Not to say that Michael Myers isn't cool, and in fact, some of my favorite props are licensed props. But that's the pros and cons. So what are the pros and cons to original props? Well, essentially, the originality is the pro. Something that people haven't seen before. It's unique. It's pretty cool. It's exciting for people to see something different, especially if you put it in an environment where it fits. The con, of course, is people aren't going to know what it is. You have to, therefore, with the theming, explain to the audience, if you will, to the people going through your haunt or display or your house, what this thing is by clues around it. So if you have experimental Eddie, you need to explain to people what he is through context clues. Okay, there's a table here. There's a bubbling not cauldron, bubbling test tubes. There's a science book. There's a skeleton. There's a lab chart. Okay, he's a monster of some kind, a created monster. You can make up the backstories to your non-licensed characters, and I think that makes them more special because they can be anything. Spasm back there has been many things over the years for my haunted houses, and that's the great part of making up a story behind it. So that's really the pros and cons to licensed and original characters. I don't think one's better than the other, but anyways, yeah. So wait, people are saying something's moving. Krampus moved. No, no, he's not moving. I mean, he might be, but only if I tell him to. Okay, Cramp, you're gonna have to stop moving, please. Thanks. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I do have a lot of creepy stuff in my room. I got my Shining stuff right there, the Shining wall. Way back. Okay, I'm gonna have to move out of the way. That's right there is Billy from Saw. Spasm, Chucky. Got some masks right here, kind of hard to see. Got the Gremlin. My hand's moving backwards from my body. Krampus. That's a Gremlin's poster right there. Then there's other stuff to my right, your left, that you can't see, but it's all there. And I'm gonna probably do a room tour later when I actually can show you guys all the cool stuff. So, yes, I will have to watch the new video. The stuff is not moving, yeah. A life-size John Kramer. Hey, that would be cool. I would love to see Spirit bring in a Billy from Saw or a John Kramer or something from Saw. I thought they would this year because of the anniversary, but hey, there's still time to see the sneak peeks, so I hope I'm right. But regardless, that was the main stuff I wanted to get into with the stream tonight. The original versus licensed, the Grandin Road stuff, and now to talk about a couple updates that I have for you guys. The first biggest update was the change from Google Hangouts to a different way of doing these live streams. And that's not necessarily happening now, but it will be happening especially by August time, because that is when YouTube is switching over from Google Hangouts to whatever new service I'm going to have to use. So you're going to have to bear with me because the format's going to be slightly different, but I hope you guys will like that regardless. Other updates are, again, more Halloween store walkthroughs are coming soon. My Limax Spooky Town will be going up later this month, I'm assuming, if not early August, probably the end of this month. As soon as I get the new piece, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna put it up probably the weekend of the 26th or 27th, most likely, because that'll be a week after the new pieces come out, and I'm going on a little vacation not this upcoming week, but the following week, so I won't be around to put it together. So I'm gonna probably buy it on Friday and then put all that stuff together. So that's what will be coming soon in terms of the Limax Spooky Town pieces. And I might even do a like how to build a Limax Spooky Town if you're in that stuff. There's someone behind me. I don't see anybody. Nah, there's nobody behind me. Just kidding. Oh, you're all good. Welcome again, everybody. Welcome aboard. Man, there's a chair behind me. I would hope so. By the way, I got a new chair. It is a white and black chair, not the green one anymore. I kept leaning on the green one too hard, and it like popped out of its socket, which sounds more painful than it is. It didn't feel pain, trust me, it's a chair. But it was broken, so I got a new one off Amazon. Which, by the way, these are really nice. So this is I will sit here and like edit my videos. I scoot. Let me slightly move the camera so I can show you. If I scoot it, can you see that? That's where I film my videos now, by the way. You can't tell. So I'll sit like right there now and talk. So Annabelle's in the background. Everybody wave hi to Annabelle. Make sure she doesn't move, by the way. Behind her is the Exorcist poster. I have other pictures back there. Child's Play poster. If you didn't know, I work at a movie theater, and they gave me that. I got all my Funko Pops down the line, all my DVDs down the line, masks, and then random assorted stuff. And the Limax Town will go up there. All of that jazz. And I just dropped something. Oh, well. That's just how these things go. So, again, we have quite a bit of yeah, it was nice of them to give me that poster. That was pretty sweet. We still have 68 people. That's super awesome. I'm not sure how much longer the stream will be, but I do want to talk about a big thing coming up. And that is, do you look at the chat? Yep, I have the chat. This is kind of meta, like Deadpool. I have the chat right there, so I can monitor what people are talking about. So thank you. Hey, Obs. Hope to see you soon. Yeah, I can write you later too. But David's TV is behind you, and Jaden's videos are about. If they were behind me, we could do a collaboration video, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not that I wouldn't want it to, but you know, let's just say this: it would be more promising with Jaden's videos than with David's TV because they live in another state. At least Jaden lives like 20 minutes from me, so we could meet up, and most likely will. So that's another update, is that Jaden's videos and I will probably at some point do a video together. Not sure what that is. I don't know if he has any ideas. I may have a few, but it might be up to you guys, so you have to let me know. I want to talk about, for a sec, so I am going off the stream for a moment, talk about Haunt-tober. So Haunt-tober is an annual marathon that I do on. Sorry, somebody wrote, Brian Olis wrote, Mac, I've been asking this 3 times. Have you seen The American Scream? No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I have not seen that one yet. Might have to add it to my watch list. Not sure if that's a show or a movie, but I have not seen it. So Haunt-tober is my annual Halloween marathon. Whether it's going to be the same format as every other year, not fully decided on it. I've been planning it. I do have some ideas for videos that will be coming this October. I try to make a video every day in October. Not sure if I'm going to still stick to that because in my opinion, I would rather have quality videos over quantity of videos. And I feel like sometimes Haunt-tober suffers because I'm one person and I can't make like 31 videos in that quick of time. I've been trying to do them like earlier, like filming them now and then uploading them in October, which may keep the schedule going, but it may very well be changing. So just, you have to roll with me when that gets started. And Brian said it's a home haunt documentary. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check out that. And there's also another one called Epic Home Haunts that I also want to watch. So thank you for the suggestion, Brian. So let's talk about Haunt-tober and some of the things that you can expect and some of the things that I won't expect because I haven't come up with them yet. So you'll have to wait and see. But if you have any cool ideas, let me know. Some things that will be happening in Haunt-tober, just so you know. Just so you know. October the 1st will be my review of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original Texas Chainsaw film that came out when October 1st hits. It will be its anniversary. It'll actually be, I think it's 45th anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. So that is the first video of Haunt-tober, the review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And October 2nd, subsequently, will be a review of a Texas Chainsaw Leatherface mask. So expect that October 2nd, and you will get to see 2 Leatherface videos. If you are a fan of Leatherface, you're going to love that. As Gruesome Shadow pointed out so graciously, he was exactly right. On October 29th, I will be reviewing Saw as it celebrates its 15th anniversary. And the next day, I will hopefully be reviewing Jigsaw back there. Or if not, some sort of Saw-themed product. And the big one is Halloween 1978 Michael Myers mask will be reviewed on Halloween. So you'll have to wait until October 31st to see that review. I'm probably going to do an unboxing of it earlier, so you will see me with it, but I'm going to do my real in-depth review of it on Halloween to celebrate the holiday. I have my coveralls, so I'm going to do some cool shots of me in it, so hopefully you're going to enjoy that. A lot of haunt builds. By the way, the first haunt build will be coming soon. Thank you guys for your patience. Got to get around. I already have the layout made. I just have to discuss it, which will be very soon. Also coming this Haunt-tober will be a review of the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, in his debut film, the 1984 film. I know a lot of you guys really dig that. And a Freddy review will be coming not long after that. That movie turns, I believe, 35, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say 35 this year, so another big anniversary for a horror film. And especially with a name like Freddy Krueger, you can expect some sort of fun review. So stay tuned. I also will be reviewing, most likely, this isn't 100%, Alien, the original Alien. It also has an anniversary this year. It already happened, but wanted to cover that, and an Alien-themed review might be coming. Might switch that out. I'm also going to be doing a review of the man, we're getting so many comments of half of these comments are behind you. Yeah. There's literally nothing behind me other than Chucky, Jigsaw, and Krampus, which I think is scary enough. But there is definitely not Selena Gomez. There's not Kim Kardashian or Suicide Mouse. But there is a Big Mac sandwich behind me. That's good. Crawl movies right behind me. That's a good one. So yeah, expect those reviews coming to Haunt-tober. A couple more ones. The original House of Frankenstein is celebrating its 75th anniversary. It was made in 1944. One of the oldest movies that I've ever reviewed. It's also a great monster movie. Going to be talking about that, I believe, on my birthday on October 22nd, so stay tuned for that review. I'm also going to be doing a few videos, at least one for sure, on The Shining, because Dr. Sleep comes out a week after Halloween. So I'm going to be talking about dark theories involving the film and The Shining. And I'm also going to be reviewing the Roger the Dogman mask from Trick or Treat Studios, which was featured in The Shining. So you can expect all those. Also going to be doing a review on American Werewolf in London, the movie, and also I have the werewolf mask. I'm trying to match up movie stuff with props and with masks. So you can see that perhaps if you guys want, and if you request it, I'll do a review of the film Trick or Treat and talk about Sam. So you can let me know if you want to see that. I'm also planning on ranking Halloween candy, like the best and the worst of Halloween candy. So you might like that. Might be talking about my top 5 horror villains of all time, or horror movie sequels. Haven't quite decided on that. And expect live streams every week in October. I believe I set them for Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday night, perhaps. So that's ultimately the plan. That is what's scheduled for October. So I hope you guys like those ideas. Now I'm going to stop rambling. I'm opening the floor to you. If you have a question or a comment that you want to address to me or to anybody, now's your time to do it. I will be taking the next couple minutes to answer questions, and then we will wrap up the live stream. Before we jump into the Q&A, I do have a video coming out tomorrow, perhaps two if Spirit uploads another sneak peek. They usually don't on Sundays, so chances are it will just be one review. Won't give it away, but I'll give you a hint, and you horror buffs might catch me. I will tomorrow be reviewing a horror film that celebrates its 20th anniversary tomorrow. So if you know your horror history, you will know what movie I'm talking about. Anyways, enough of that. The floor is opened to you. Ask your questions away, and I will answer. So, Xenovin said, Three Musketeers is the best. That might be a part of the video. What's your thoughts on the new Freddy animatronic? That's a good question. I forgot to pull up the video. If you haven't seen it, Jimmy has released a video of a Freddy Krueger animatronic that I didn't catch at HauntCon. I don't think they had him. They had the Beetlejuice and they had the Pennywise, but they didn't have Freddy. Out of the three, I think Freddy might be my favorite because of his fingers moving and his hand, but he does still look odd. The fact that his mouth doesn't move when he talks is bizarre, but even more so is the weird movement of his hand up and down. It doesn't look like realistic at all. In fact, I would have liked if his hand was more up and it kind of slashed, kind of like Michael Myers, but who knows? Good question. Thank you, Superior Place 93. Can you make live streams be Friday or Saturday night? I am not sure. The reason that I set them right now on Sundays is because I know I'm off work on Sundays, and I can't guarantee that I'll be off work every Friday and Saturday. But if I do make them on Sundays, I understand people have school and work and obligations on Monday morning, so they won't be late. They won't be late live streams at all. In fact, they'll be rather early. So if that is the case, so hopefully you can still make them. Will you be doing a flagship tour one day? I certainly hope so. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Favorite animatronic in the 2019 Spirit lineup? I've already talked about that a little earlier if you want to watch it, but Sam from Trick or Treat. Hey, Mac. If you're able to get a prop for free, what would you get? If you're talking about new animatronics, I would love to win the Sam. By the way, I think Spirit is having contests, so you can win their new animatronics for free. And I believe they'll private message you if you win. And I don't think I was private messaged about Sam, so I don't think I won. I did win a contest for Spirit one time. I got the face-off doll and the Sailor Boy. Legend says, if you say H, then Mac will appear behind you. Don't give me work to do. Do you have an idea on what theme Spirit Halloween will have or remake for 2019? Well, I suspected that Spirit will remake the themes from 2013 because last year was similar to 2012. With the Asylum, I think is promising, but you never know. Time will only tell. A Trick or Treat theme is also plausible. An Asylum is plausible. They've shot their videos on boats. I'm not sure if that implies themage. Themage, is that a word? I don't know. But that is something to take into consideration. But again, they've shot stuff in schools before, and it's had nothing to do with the theme. So take everything with a grain of salt from Spirit. If Halloween is your thing, what age did you start getting into Halloween? I was very young, so probably like 5 or younger. If you want to see a video on my history with why I'm in the Halloween and why I do what I do, please watch the video My Story, Haunt-tober, and Mac, because that covers like basically a little bit of like personal stuff about me. So if you want to see more of that, please check that video out. It will be on my channel if you scroll like all the way to the bottom. Let's scroll. I'm scrolling to see new comments. Well, we have lots of comments. Sorry if I can't hit all of your comments. Do you think they should put more time into the new Halloween Michael Myers movies? I think they put a good amount of time into the Michael Myers from 2018. But if you saw my Haunt Informer episode on the new sequels, I think they definitely need to not rush those. Can I say what the review is going to be? If you think you know it, please do. Halloween Day is so sad because the season is over. It's just beginning all over again. But we have Christmas, so look forward to that. Halloween haunts. If you want to go cheap, you could rank the years. That's a smart idea. Yeah, rank the years or the themes. Those videos always tend to get popular. Mr. Halloween, you are right. Good job with your trivia. I won't say it in case people don't read the comment, but that is the review for tomorrow. Stay tuned. Just came back from fireworks. What's up? What's up with you? Hope you had fun doing fireworks. Little post July 4th celebration. What version of the new Jason by Jimmy do you think you will get? Do you think it will be Hope Part 3 or 4? Oh, is Jimmy making a new Jason? I saw it on the Jimmy Archives website, but there was no photo. If I could pick, I would love to see... I'd actually like to see a Part 6 Jason. I think he's one of the most iconic looking Jasons and easiest to make as a prop. But part 3 or 4 is also good. Part 4 would be good because this year is the anniversary. I have ranked the years, but someone was asking what videos they should do, so that was one of the suggestions. Do you miss your old friend Spasm? He's right there. Yo, real facts. Spirit needs to make a vampire prop. More vampires and more werewolves, please. Thank you, Spirit. I want to see a Clementine Telltale Walking Dead prop. Yeah, I mean, if The Walking Dead comes back with a new movie, then that might help get them back. How did you like Chicago? Love going to Chicago, man, and the weather is great. I always like going to Illinois. Mac, I got a 2006 Leatherface for only $250 on Craigslist. That is an awesome deal. Yeah, you're right. He sells for a lot of money. May I ask, does he work and everything? Which, by the way, Jimmy Archives actually repaired an old Chucky from Spencer's. They did a great job. Subscribe if you haven't checked out the Jimmy Archives. Spirit means make a Five Nights at Freddy's prop. If it comes back in the mainstream, I could see him doing it. Spirit needs to make a Demigorgon prop. That would be smart, but that would be hard to pull off. Imagine a Demigorgon prop. Yeah, it'd be crazy. This is my first year. This is from Fryhead. My first year doing Haunted Yard with me as Michael Myers. That's cool. Hope you have fun. Perhaps check out my video on the coveralls that I got from Kmart, and I'm also going to be doing a video on the mask from Trick or Treat Studios, which they actually made a second version, the Boogeyman mask from the end of the original Halloween, which is cool. Spirit should make a leprechaun animatronic. Agreed. So, are there any more questions, comments, or concerns? I'm going to wrap up the stream in just a moment, but don't fret because more streams and more videos are coming your way very soon. And make sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't, because I try to post often and I wouldn't want you to miss anything, if you know what I mean. Imagine a character we've seen before, but in a different movement. I wouldn't mind that. Bringing back some old characters would be nice. My theme for this year is called the Insomnia. If you go to my channel, the channel or the Haunt trailer is already out. Look up Haunt-tober, the Insomnia, and you'll find it. Wouldn't it be cool to see a life-size mirror prop? I mean, most mirror props are life-size because mirrors could be any size. But yeah, I would like to see more mirror stuff. The only prop I'm going to get for 2019 is Sam. Sam's probably the one most people are going to get, but don't be fooled, Spirit. I'm sure we'll have plenty more up their sleeve. Oh, I don't have a sleeve. I would like to see a carnivorous plant prop from that guy. I would also like to see that. Do you watch Stranger Things? I have not seen Stranger Things. I know. Punch me. I will be seeing it soon, though. I hope. Isaac says, man, you are awesome. Thanks for doing everything Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. Thank you, Isaac. You are awesome, too. Stay spooky as always. Dude, imagine Krampus prop. I would, if they had a Krampus prop, I don't know what I would do. I'd run in the street. I will run in the street. Not like to die, but like, I'd go outside. Eddie is my favorite prop of the year. He's also a fan favorite. Him and Sam are the big standouts. I'd like to see if anyone could top him with excuse me. Ooh. Sorry, I just yawned. With more sneak peeks coming out, I wonder if anything is going to top Sam or Eddie. Time will tell. Thank you, Lego Kid, for $1.99, and also thank you for the I be flossin' joke. I appreciate that. Have a nice day. I gotta go. Bye. See you soon. So, I think we're wrapping up. Any more questions? Any more comments before I go? My Cracker Barrel has props out. I will have to then check my local Cracker Barrel because I also to see the props. It'd be cool if Spirit gave us a hint for next year's theme. You never know. Maybe they already have. I really don't know. Would be cool though. Oxygen is behind you. Whoa, you were right. Good job. Imagine a suicide mouse animatronic. I don't think they would do that, but to see more creepypasta stuff would be really awesome. Man, that'd be cool. Can you say your local Spirit? I will be going to my local Spirit when it opens probably next month. It'd be cool if it opened this month, but probably August. So, any more questions or comments before I go? Because I will be leaving at around 10:40 p.m. So, 4 minutes. That is Krampus, by the way, and that is his movie poster, just in case you were wondering. It's always a treat to watch your videos. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Where does your Michael hanging prop come from behind you? If Michael just grabbed my shoulders right now and just started killing me, I mean, you couldn't do anything, but I'd be like, "Oh, hey," and then I'd die. So wouldn't be that cool. Be kind of sad, you know. Would you get the Jason prop or Freddy? It depends how Jason looked, but probably not Freddy. Not that he's not cool, just not cool for the price. Because I'm sure he's expensive. He's Jebby. Do you think Spirit should expand the Nightmare Before Christmas theme? Yeah, I do. I think if they made an Oogie Boogie, that would be kind of cool. Maybe they will. There's still time. How many masks do you own? Good question. I think it's somewhere around 30. But in terms of really good high quality ones, like 20, maybe 20 or 25, and then I have a few additional ones. Like in my room right now, just from me sitting here looking, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then I probably have a couple downstairs in storage. Yeah, so about 30. I've gotten into collecting masks. Maybe I'll do a collection video too. How much money do you spend on Halloween? Sorry, I keep yawning. It all depends on the year. Usually I'll get like a couple life-size animatronics, maybe like 1 or 2. It all depends on really what it is. Like this year, let's say I get Sam and maybe one other one, a few small tabletop items that I invest in like lighting and atmospheric stuff for the haunt. So I don't know an exact number, maybe $400 to $500. Varies though. Varies. Mac, will you review Crawl? If I see it soon, yes. Probably, I should say. Not 100%. I didn't review Escape Room and I saw that, and that was actually pretty good. So I don't get around to reviewing everything, but I try. Where do you think the new Jemmy life sizes will be sold? Probably Lowe's and Home Depot. They usually get the Jemmy stuff, especially Lowe's. Go to sleep, Haunt-former. I will be in 1 minute. So send in your final questions. Go, and then I'll be skadooshin'. Where'd you get your hanging Michael prop from? Oh, the little guy up there? I got him off Amazon. Just look up Michael Myers hanging prop. There he is. I also have a Jason, too. I think there's a Leatherface as well, and maybe a Freddy, but I don't think those are as popular. Susie said, I like you, your video, your favorite. I love you episode. I love your videos. I love your logo. And you are the best. Thank you, Susie. You are also super spooky and awesome. Stay just the way you are. Do you believe in ghosts? I believe in spirits. If you don't know, I am a Christian, so I believe that people die and can go to heaven or can go to hell. But as far as like ghosts walking the earth, I don't think so. I do believe in demons. So there is definitely a spiritual aspect to the world. Screams inside, knowing Mac responded. Of course, Ingrid. Of course. How many animatronics do you have? Too many. Let's just say over 35. Yeah, let's go with that. I have a lot. I'm getting Sam on November 1st. Do you think he'll be 50 or 70% off? He'll be 50, I think, but just be mindful that he's going to be a popular seller, so he could very well be sold out by that time. So just remember, if you really want him, get him first, because he will definitely be one of the fast ones. Anything that's popular or licensed typically goes faster than other things. All right, so I'm going to head out. Okay, yes, we have lots of great comments. If you have any that I didn't get to answer, either save them for the next stream or leave a comment on this video, like not in the chat, but in the comment section, and I will try to answer it as soon as I can. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to Haunt-tober if you haven't, and as Isaac mentioned, yes, I am a Christian, and I have a second channel dedicated to that called The Glog. Link is in the description. Please subscribe to that too. I would really appreciate it. New videos come up sporadically on there. So thank you to each and every one of you spooky and awesome people for watching the stream. More videos coming soon. Sneak peeks are continually coming out, so get excited because Spirit Halloween and all of your favorite stores are getting in their stuff. Get ready. Save some money aside because you're going to need it for when all this stuff comes out. And stay tuned for tomorrow, where I will be reviewing a very classic movie celebrating its 20th anniversary tomorrow. The Blair Witch Project. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this live stream. And you know the rules. Never say "for all things Halloween" 3 times. Oh, I said it once. For all things Halloween. For all things Halloween. This is Haunt-tober. Stay spooky, you guys. Bye!